The stellar winds howled against the titanium hull of the SS Venturer as it pierced through the expanse of the Atraxian Nebula. On the command deck, Captain Lisa Abrams monitored the navigational arrays, her eyes scanning the multicolored swirls of cosmic gas displayed on the holoscreen. The ship, a sleek interstellar research vessel, had been dispatched from Earth on a peculiar mission, responding to a cryptic message from a previously uncharted planet. "Steady as she goes," Lisa murmured, adjusting the trajectory slightly to avoid a dense cloud of ionized particles. Her co-pilot, Jonas, nodded, his fingers dancing over the controls. As they emerged from the nebula, a planet loomed ahead, its appearance as enigmatic as the message that had led them here. The surface was a tapestry of luminescent jungles and vast, shadowy oceans, split by glowing fissures that traced the tectonic edges like neon veins. "We're approaching Geminis Prime," Jonas announced, breaking the silence. Lisa felt a twinge of excitement mixed with apprehension. The message had been clear yet unfathomable. 2 hands, 2 tasks, handle both of us at once? It was signed only by the Gemini, a name that stirred curiosity and unease among the crew. As the Venturer descended through the planet's atmosphere, the scanners picked up 2 distinct biosignatures from what appeared to be a colossal structure nestled between 2 towering spires of rock. It was more than just architecture. It was a statement of presence, almost alive in its grandeur. The landing was smooth, a testament to Jonas's skill. No sooner had the engines powered down than the airlock hissed open, revealing the alien landscape. The air was breathable, an unexpected convenience that suggested a terraformed environment or eerie coincidence in evolutionary biology. Lisa stepped out, her boots crunching on the gravel-like surface, with Jonas close behind. The landscape around them was bathed in a surreal twilight, courtesy of the planet's twin stars hovering on the horizon. As they approached the structure, the ground vibrated lightly underfoot. The building itself seemed to react to their presence, its surfaces shimmering with a metallic luster as if it were communicating through light. Suddenly, a voice, or rather, 2 voices in unison, echoed around them, emanating from the structure. "Welcome, Lisa Abrams, Jonas Eklund. We are the Gemini." Before them appeared 2 figures, as identical as they were strange. Their bodies were slender, their skin a translucent silver that reflected the twin sun's light. Their eyes were large and luminous, devoid of pupils, giving nothing away of their emotions or thoughts. "We have awaited your arrival," they continued, their voices a melodic chorus. "Our planet faces a crisis, 2 crises in fact, intertwined yet distinct. We need your help, for you possess 2 hands, capable of performing 2 tasks simultaneously." Lisa exchanged a glance with Jonas. The mission had sounded bizarre enough in briefings, but the reality was proving to be even stranger. "What exactly are these tasks?" she asked, her voice steady despite the churn of confusion inside her. One of the twins stepped forward, the ground illuminating subtly at its touch. "The first task is to stabilize our planet's core, which has begun to oscillate dangerously. The second, the other twin took over, is to recalibrate the atmospheric processors to prevent the impending collapse of our ecosystem." The tasks were daunting, requiring precision and simultaneous coordination. Yet, Lisa felt a surge of determination. This was why they were here after all, to face the unknown and aid those in need, even if those needing help were unlike any they had encountered before. "Lead the way," she said, nodding to the Gemini. As the twins turned, leading them into the heart of the structure, the air shimmered with potential. Lisa knew the challenges ahead would test their limits, but alongside Jonas and with the guidance of the Gemini, she was ready to face whatever Geminis Prime had in store. The journey into the unknown had truly begun. As Lisa and Jonas followed the Gemini twins deeper into the structure, the walls around them seemed to pulse with an inner light, casting eerie shadows that danced like specters. The twins moved with a synchronicity that was almost mechanical, their steps perfectly timed. "The core stabilizer is this way," one of the twins announced, gesturing to a corridor veering sharply to the left. The air felt denser here, charged with an electrical tension that made Lisa's skin tingle. Jonas fiddled with a device on his wrist, adjusting the settings to better analyze their surroundings. As they descended into the bowels of the planet, the temperature dropped, and the walls transitioned from luminescent metal to a rough, crystalline substance. "These crystals are alive," the other twin explained, noting Lisa's curious gaze. "They resonate with the core's energy, maintaining structural integrity." The path ended at a vast chamber, dominated by an imposing structure reminiscent of a giant heart, pulsating with vibrant energy. "This is the core stabilizer," one twin said, pointing towards a console bristling with alien technology. "It has faltered, unable to withstand the core's erratic behavior." Lisa approached the console, her hands hovering over the controls. "What do I need to do?" she asked. "You must sync the pulsations by adjusting the frequency modulators," the twin instructed. "It requires precise, simultaneous adjustments." Jonas joined her at the console, his brow furrowed in concentration. They exchanged a determined look, knowing the delicate balance they needed to achieve. As they worked, the core's pulsating rhythm began to echo through the chamber, a deep, resonant sound that seemed to fill the world. Meanwhile, the second task awaited them. "We must now address the atmospheric processors," the second twin announced, leading them back to the surface. The sky had darkened, the twin stars now obscured by a swirling mass of storm clouds. They arrived at a second structure, similar in design but surrounded by towering pylons that arched towards the sky. "These processors control the atmospheric conditions," explained the twin. "With the storms growing more violent, we need to recalibrate them to restore balance." The controls here were unlike anything Lisa had seen, featuring interfaces that responded not just to touch but also to gestures and vocal tones. "You must harmonize the frequencies with the planet's natural resonance," the twin instructed. Jonas took the lead this time, his hands moving with precision as he manipulated the controls. Lisa watched the sky, noting the gradual change as the clouds began to dissipate, revealing the twin stars once more. With each adjustment, the wind lessened and the air grew calmer. It was a battle of wills against the elements, one that required not only technical skill but a deep intuition of the planet's needs. As they stabilized the last of the processors, the twins nodded in approval. "You have done well," they said in unison. "But the true test of balance will come with time." Exhausted yet exhilarated, Lisa and Jonas followed the Gemini twins back to the heart of their domain. The tasks they had undertaken were only the beginning of what promised to be a deep and complex relationship with Gemini Prime and its mysterious guardians. The challenges were daunting, but the promise of forging a bond between humanity and this alien civilization spurred them on, eager to explore the myriad mysteries the planet still held. In the days that followed, Lisa and Jonas adapted to the rhythm of life on Gemini Prime, working closely with the Gemini twins to monitor the core and atmospheric stabilizers. Their daily routine was interspersed with lessons on the planet's technology and ecology, taught by their hosts, who proved to be not only knowledgeable but also deeply philosophical about their connection to their world. "The duality of our existence here is not unlike your own yin and yang," one twin mused during a session. They stood in a vast library, the shelves holographic and filled with data orbs that glowed softly. "Balance is not static. It is dynamic, ever-changing, and requires constant vigilance." As Lisa absorbed this, she found herself more intrigued by the twins' nature. They were two beings, yet they spoke and acted as one. During one quiet evening, as Gemini Prime's twin stars set in a symphony of colors, she decided to delve deeper into this mystery. "How do you exist as two separate yet unified entities?" Lisa asked, her curiosity piquing as they observed the planet's twin suns from the observatory. The twins exchanged a glance, a silent communication passing between them before they answered. "We were engineered this way. Our consciousness is linked, allowing us to share thoughts, feelings, and memories instantaneously." This revelation sparked a myriad of questions in Lisa's mind about the implications of such an existence. Does this shared consciousness ever pose a challenge to individual desires or decisions? "There is no individual as you understand it," the other twin replied. "Our desires and decisions are inherently unified. It is a harmonious existence, but not one without its challenges." Meanwhile, Jonas had been delving into the technological aspects of their mission. He spent hours with the other twin, learning to manipulate the crystalline network that interfaced with the planet's core. These crystals aren't just structural, they're part of the planet's neural network, almost like a brain, he explained to Lisa after a particularly intense session. His words echoed the interconnectedness of everything on Geminus Prime, from its technology to its inhabitants. As they learned more, the purpose of their mission grew beyond mere assistance. It was about integration and understanding, a true symbiotic relationship between human and alien. One morning, a new challenge arose. The planet trembled, a low rumble that sent a shiver through the ground. Alarms resonated throughout the compound as the twins hurriedly checked their instruments. The core is fluctuating again, more violently than before, one twin announced, their voice tinged with urgency. It seems the initial stabilization was temporary. We need to refine the modulation technique. Armed with new knowledge and a deeper understanding of the planet's mechanics, Lisa and Jonas returned to the core chamber. The structure throbbed with energy, its pulsations erratic. Working in tandem, they applied what Jonas had learned about the crystal network, adjusting the frequencies with greater precision. As they tuned the system, the core's rhythm began to stabilize, the violent tremors subsiding into gentle throbs. Watching the readings return to normal, Lisa felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. Their efforts had averted a crisis, strengthening not only the planet's stability but also their partnership with the Gemini. In the aftermath, as the ground settled and the air cleared, the twins invited them to a ceremony of thanks and renewal, a tradition on Geminus Prime that celebrated the enduring quest for balance. As the twin stars crested the horizon once again, casting a dual shadow over the landscape, Lisa and Jonas stood beside the Gemini, not just as helpers, but as partners in the truest sense. The ceremony symbolized a new chapter in their collaboration, promising deeper explorations and mutual growth in the cycles to come. The ceremony of thanks and renewal left Lisa and Jonas deeply moved, weaving them more firmly into the fabric of Geminus Prime's culture. Under the Gemini's guidance, they learned ancient rites that spoke of the planet's history, a saga of creation and continuity, of conflict and resolution. The twins demonstrated the use of specific harmonics played on crystalline instruments, which interacted with the environment in ways that seemed almost magical, encouraging plant growth and stabilizing weather patterns. With each passing day, the humans found their connection to the planet strengthening. The twins, ever observant, began to share more openly about their civilization's achievements and failures, their hopes for this partnership with humanity. Our ancestors believed that one day, beings not of our world would stand with us in our halls, one twin shared as they walked through a garden of bioluminescent flora. These moments of exchange weren't just educational, they were a bridge being built between two distinctly different cultures. Lisa, whose background in xenobiology had prepared her for alien encounters, found herself repeatedly surprised at the depth of integration between the Gemini and their world. It's as if they've evolved together, not just alongside each other but truly intertwined, she noted during a discussion with Jonas about their daily findings. Jonas, whose expertise lay more in engineering than biology, was fascinated by the technical aspects of this integration. He spent hours with the twins, learning to manipulate the planetary network of crystals that acted much like a global brain. It's all interconnected through a lattice of energy and information flow, he explained to Lisa. Every crystal acts as a node in a massive dynamic system, each one capable of both sending and receiving data. As their understanding deepened, so did their operational responsibilities. The twins entrusted Lisa and Jonas with overseeing the reconfiguration of a critical atmospheric regulator. The task required careful coordination, as the regulator's function was essential in maintaining the delicate balance of Geminus Prime's climate zones. During the reconfiguration process, an unexpected anomaly occurred. The system reacted unpredictably, initiating a cascade of fluctuations that threatened to spread throughout the network. Jonas's hands flew over the control interface, his brow furrowed in concentration. The feedback loops are overloading. We need to dampen the resonance fields before it causes a chain reaction, he called out to Lisa. Working swiftly, Lisa interfaced with the system's bioneural components, her understanding of the biological aspects providing a crucial counterpoint to Jonas's technical maneuvers. Together, they managed to stabilize the system, averting a potential disaster. The incident served as a reminder of the challenges they faced, not just the technological hurdles, but the need for a balanced approach combining their respective skills. It also underscored the trust the Gemini placed in them, viewing them not merely as visitors but as essential participants in the ongoing stewardship of their world. As they moved from crisis to recovery, the twins convened a gathering in the central assembly area, a vast hall lined with reflective columns that scattered light into prismatic colors across the room. Here, the entire community of Geminis Prime joined, acknowledging the efforts of Lisa and Jonas. The event was not only a recognition of their recent contributions but also a celebration of the potential for future collaborations. The gathering was vibrant, filled with music that resonated through the crystalline structures, harmonizing naturally with the rhythm of the planet. The Gemini addressed the assembly, their voices unified and strong. Today, we have seen the strength and the wisdom of our new friends from another world. Together, we face the challenges ahead, not as two peoples, but as one united in purpose. As the assembly responded with a harmonious blend of vocal and instrumental accolades, Lisa and Jonas stood beside the twins, their hearts full. The path ahead was uncharted, full of potential for both peril and promise, but they were ready to meet it, together, step by step. In the wake of the assembly, the days on Geminis Prime settled into a pattern of deepening cooperation and shared discoveries. The planet itself, with its dual suns and vibrant landscapes, seemed to embrace Lisa and Jonas as much as they embraced their roles as intermediaries between human technology and alien wisdom. One morning, while inspecting the network of atmospheric sensors with the twins, Lisa stumbled upon an anomaly in the data. "Look here," she pointed to the holographic display, where a series of irregular spikes appeared out of the norm. "These aren't random, there's a pattern here that we're missing." The Gemini twins leaned in, their silvery eyes scanning the data stream. "You have a keen eye, Lisa. This is not a malfunction. It's a signal," one of the twins murmured. "It seems the planet is more active than we thought." Curiosity piqued. They decided to track the source of the anomaly, which led them to a remote part of Geminis Prime, a region unexplored even by the Gemini. Here, the landscape was dominated by towering crystal formations, some as tall as skyscrapers, radiating an ethereal light. As they approached the coordinates of the signal source, the ground beneath them vibrated with a gentle hum, a resonance that felt almost like communication. "These crystals are not just structural, they're part of the planet's communicative network," Jonas noted, his voice filled with wonder. Using a portable interface device, they connected to the crystal's network. The data it provided was astonishing. It was not only a geological record of the planet's history but also contained encoded messages from the past. "This is a legacy system," one twin explained. "Our ancestors used these crystals to store knowledge and messages, hoping that future generations could learn from the past." The implications of this discovery were profound. They had uncovered a living library, a repository of countless generations. Each crystal they interfaced with offered new insights into the planet's ecological and cultural history, revealing the depth of the Gemini's civilization. Motivated by this discovery, Lisa and Jonas proposed a project to create a synergistic map of these crystalline networks, combining their technology with the Geminis to enhance both understanding and interaction with the planetary systems. The twins embraced this idea with enthusiasm. "This will strengthen our bond with the planet and with each other," they agreed, seeing the potential for a new era of coexistence and mutual growth. As the project commenced, Jonas adapted their sensors to better interface with the crystals, while Lisa worked with the Gemini to interpret the data. Their efforts were not without challenges, as they had to devise methods to synchronize human technology with alien systems, a task that required both creativity and precision. Their work did not go unnoticed. The community of Geminis Prime, initially hesitant about the human presence, began to see Lisa and Jonas not as outsiders but as vital contributors to their society. Their involvement in uncovering and preserving the history of the planet bridged many gaps, fostering a community spirit that transcended species. One evening, as they gathered in a field under the glow of the twin suns setting behind the crystalline peaks, the Gemini shared a local tradition with Lisa and Jonas, a celebration of light and sound that involved the entire community. The event was both a concert and a light show, using the natural properties of the crystals to amplify their music, creating a symphony of light and sound that was both mesmerizing and deeply moving. "This celebration is a testament to our unity," one of the twins declared, their voice harmonizing with the music. "Together, we have begun to unlock the secrets of our ancestors and pave the way for a future where our collective knowledge creates a harmony as profound as the one we celebrate tonight." Lisa and Jonas, standing among the Gemini and their people, felt a profound connection to this world, far from home yet strangely familiar. The project of mapping the crystalline network was just the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship, promising new adventures and a deeper understanding of what it meant to truly communicate and coexist with another world. As the project to map the crystalline network progressed, Lisa and Jonas, along with the Gemini twins, delved deeper into the integration of their technologies. The process was meticulous, requiring adjustments and calibrations that often tested their patience and ingenuity. Each day brought new challenges, as they had to ensure that the sensitive crystalline structures were not overwhelmed by the more robust human technology. One afternoon, while recalibrating a sensor array to better align with the crystal's frequency, an unexpected feedback loop caused a power surge. The energy flash knocked out a section of their equipment, plunging the area into darkness. "We've got to be more careful," Jonas said as he reset the system. "The interface isn't just technical, it's almost like a biological reaction." The incident underscored the delicate balance required in their work. The Gemini were quick to assist, using their innate connection to the planet to stabilize the affected network. "Our systems are designed to coexist with these energies, not dominate them," one twin reminded gently. "Think of it as cultivating a garden rather than constructing a building." This analogy struck a chord with Lisa, who began to approach the integration with a new perspective, focusing on nurturing the connection rather than forcing it. Her change in approach led to a series of successful tests that enhanced the fidelity of the data transfer between their equipment and the crystals. Amidst their technical endeavors, the cultural exchange between the humans and the Gemini flourished. Lisa and Jonas were invited to participate in various local customs and festivities, which deepened their understanding of the Gemini's way of life. They learned about the planet's mythology, filled with tales of cosmic balance and duality, mirroring the Gemini's own nature. During one such cultural evening, a festival celebrating the alignment of Geminis Prime's twin stars, the community gathered for a spectacle of light and sound. Here, the Gemini unveiled a statue commemorating the partnership between humans and their kind. The statue depicted a human and a Gemini hand in hand, crafted from the same glowing crystals that formed the backbone of the planet. "It symbolizes the bridge between our worlds," explained a twin. "A reminder that we are stronger together, in understanding and cooperation." Jonas, moved by the gesture, committed himself even more fervently to their shared mission. He developed a new tool that allowed for real-time translation of the crystalline data, making the information accessible to the entire community. This tool not only facilitated their work but also allowed the Gemini to explore parts of their own history that were previously inaccessible. As the mapping project neared completion, the full potential of their work became evident. They had not only charted a network of planetary energy but also unlocked a historical archive vast in scope, chronicling millennia of the planet's climatic, geological, and biological changes. "This map is more than just a technical achievement," Lisa reflected during a meeting with the community leaders. "It's a testament to our combined strengths and a blueprint for future generations." The leaders of Geminis Prime, impressed with the outcomes, proposed expanding the project to include educational programs and public access terminals so that everyone on the planet could learn from and interact with the crystalline network. The twins suggested creating a mixed committee, comprising both humans and Gemini, to oversee this expansion and ensure that the integration of technologies and cultures continued smoothly. The project's success was celebrated with a grand ceremony held at the site of the new statue. The event was broadcast throughout the planet, a declaration of a new era of shared knowledge and mutual respect. Under the light of the twin stars, the people of Geminis Prime, human and Gemini alike, looked forward to a future bright with promise, their destinies intertwined like the very crystals that pulsed beneath their feet. The completion of the Crystalline Network project marked a pivotal moment in the history of Geminis Prime. As Lisa and Jonas watched the celebration, they realized how much they had changed since their arrival. No longer mere visitors, they had become integral to the fabric of this world, woven into its community with bonds as strong as the very crystals they had mapped. The new educational programs and public access terminals were a hit, drawing curious minds from all corners of Geminis Prime. Children and adults alike marveled at the interactive displays that allowed them to traverse through geological epochs, understand complex ecological interactions, and hear the storied past of the planet in vivid detail. Seeing the impact of their work, Lisa felt a profound sense of accomplishment and connection. "We've not just given them a tool, we've helped unlock their heritage," she said to Jonas as they walked through a busy learning center, watching a group of young Gemini interact with a display. Jonas nodded, his eyes reflecting the vibrant lights from the screens. "And in return, they've given us a new perspective on how technology can harmonize with nature rather than disrupt it. It's revolutionary." The Gemini leaders, recognizing the success of the Human-Gemini collaboration, proposed a further extension of the partnership. They envisioned a series of joint missions to explore other planets within the star system, using the integrated technology and cooperative methods developed on Geminis Prime. Excited by this proposal, Lisa and Jonas participated in planning sessions, outlining potential missions and considering how the lessons learned on Geminis Prime could be applied to other worlds. The spirit of exploration was rekindled in them, fueled by the possibility of new discoveries and the chance to spread the ethos of symbiotic technological and ecological integration. Amidst these developments, the Gemini organized a grand symposium to share the findings from the Crystalline Network with a broader interstellar audience. Scientists and diplomats from various planets were invited, turning the event into a melting pot of ideas and cultural exchange. Lisa and Jonas prepared a detailed presentation on their work, emphasizing the cooperative model that had made it successful. On the day of the symposium, as they presented their findings to the gathered interstellar community, the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. The concept of a technology that was both advanced and ecologically integrated struck a chord with many, sparking interest in adopting similar approaches on other worlds. This could be the beginning of a new era in planetary development, an ambassador from a neighboring system said during the discussions. "One where we work with our planets, rather than against them." As the symposium concluded, the community of Geminis Prime celebrated with a feast under the stars, a fusion of flavors from across the galaxy, symbolizing the unity and diversity of the attendees. Lisa and Jonas, surrounded by friends both new and old, felt a deep satisfaction knowing their work had not only transformed a world but potentially influenced many others. Reflecting on their time on Geminis Prime, they realized how deeply they had been changed by the experience. They had come as ambassadors of Earth, tasked with a diplomatic and technical mission, but they would leave as part of a larger family, their lives enriched and their futures intertwined with the destinies of those they had once called aliens. Under the dual glow of the twin stars, amidst the laughter and shared stories of the feast, Lisa and Jonas looked at each other and knew that whatever the future held, their journey on Geminis Prime had prepared them for the challenges and wonders of the vast universe, together with their Gemini friends. As the night deepened, they joined in the dance, celebrating the enduring partnership between humans and Gemini, under the ever-watchful eyes of the twin celestial guardians.